So here's Garrett Whitlock, 25 years old, 6'5" and 225. His record is 1-1. His ERA is 2.19. This is his 9th appearance and his 5th start. Last year, he went 8-4 with an ERA under 2 in 46 games. None of them starts. Altuve's average at 259. He had a homer yesterday. Whitlock's 0-2 pitch. Hit him.
Wow.
Obviously unintentional, but no less painful. Still checking on him, but he's going to stay in the game. Michael Brantley settles in. The 3-2 pitch again. Hit through the shift. Altuve will stop at second base. Jackie Bradley Jr. is on it in right field. 2 on, nobody out. Struck him out. So Bregman fans, and it brings up the cleanup man and DH Yordan Alvarez. Here comes pitch number 18 in the top of the first. Well, he notches his 2nd consecutive strikeout. So the first 2 guys reach, the next 2 guys strike out. Now Whitlock deals with Yuli Gurriel, last year's American League batting champion at 319. Lashes it to center, but it's right at Kike Hernandez. The Astros strand 2. The Red Sox come up in the bottom of the first at Fenway Park. Jake Odorizzi brings a record of 3-2 and an ERA of 3.38. Popped into shallow center field. Altuve goes back, and Altuve way out there to make the catch. So now Devers 5 for 10 in his career against Odorizzi. And he strikes Devers out. J.D. Martinez with that 16-game hitting streak. Odorizzi back on 1-2. And he strikes Martinez out with a high fastball. Alex Bregman struck out his first time. Does this one sneak through? It will not. Trevor Story with a tremendous play, smothering it and then managing the throw to first to deny Bregman and finish the top of the third. Here's Verdugo. Struck out his first time. Bases loaded, 1 out. A little pop into shallow center field, and it will drop. Valiant effort by McCormick. A run will score, and there may be a force at third base. It appears there was. Martinez had to hold up because it looked like McCormick had a play. So Verdugo will be robbed of a base hit, and it's a fielder's choice.
Wow, what a great reaction play by Dubon. Knowing ahead of time where everybody is.
Chas McCormick walked his first time. High drive to left center field, and this will tie the game. McCormick with his 4th of the season, his 2nd in as many games. He also hit one for the distance yesterday against the Nats. And just as quickly as they fell behind, the Astros pull even.
Yeah, Whitlock has been so good with his fastball, and that looked like a hanging breaking ball, and that's exactly what it was. You could see it kind of spin up there, and McCormick took advantage of it.
Bottom of the 5th in a 1-1 game. So now it's Cordero from the left side, and he drives one to deep left field. Does it make the monster seats? No. Off the top of the monster itself, Cordero sprints for second and slides in with a leadoff double.
The way you get a double when you hit a ball off the monster is you run hard right out of the box, because the Astros executed that play quite nicely, but with Cordero getting a good jump out of the box and then adding more speed, gets a leadoff double.
Jackie Bradley Jr., the number 9 hitter. Odorizzi's 1-2 pitch to him. The positioning works very well. Instead of a base hit up the middle, it becomes the 2nd out, with Cordero advancing to 3rd. It gets away. Sprinting for the plate is Cordero, and the Red Sox take the lead.
And no action in the Houston bullpens.
A little squibber. Gurriel has it, goes to the bag himself. And Odorizzi is face down alongside the mound. He may have broken, my eyes turned to Gurriel, he may have broken toward first base, thinking he might have to cover, and then he pulled something. Odorizzi sitting up now, but they have brought a stretcher out, and he'll be helped to his feet. His 3 starts prior to this one, he has been absolutely brilliant. Entering this game, he'd allowed only 1 earned run in his last 15 2/3. Now, no telling how long he'll be out.
That expression on his face tells you all you need to know.
The bases are loaded with Yuli Gurriel, last year's American League batting champion at 319. The 0-2 to Gurriel. This will get a run home, maybe more. Kike Hernandez will track it down in right center field. 2 runners will advance. The lead runner Brantley scores. It's a 2-2 game with Castro moving to third, representing the go-ahead run. So the rains have stopped, but the boos continue to rain down on Altuve at Fenway Park. Back up through the middle, and the Astros will take the lead. Castro comes in to score, and a bemused Matt Barnes. How did that get through? 3-2 Houston.
Trevor Story needs a moment.
And he has only 1 home run so far in this season. Here's a drive to deep left. Make that 2 home runs. And to your point, he's got some Red Sox fans on his side now. As soon as one team takes a 1-run lead, the other immediately strikes back in the next half inning to tie it. The go-ahead run is at second base. You got Martinez now, and Bogart's waiting next. JD's 1 for 3. The 1-2 from Neighbors to Martinez. A line drive to center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall and give the Red Sox the lead. Trotting home is Hernandez on the double by Martinez, and it's 4-3 Boston. Now Bogarts, hoping to give his team some breathing room. A drive to deep left, on its way and gone. Well, there's the breathing room they needed. Bogarts with a monster shot into the monster seats, and it's 6-3. Another 2-2 to Brantley. A shot to left. Here's Verdugo, and this time he's got it lined up, and that's the ball game.
Well, the good things for Alex Cora's team tonight was the timely hitting that they've been missing. Now, granted, it still came from mainly the middle 3, but they got a couple big hits from Kike Hernandez and from Trevor Story. So, step in the right direction for the Red Sox.
Yeah, they played a bit better on the road trip in Atlanta, and they took 2 out of 3 in Texas. And even though it's just 1 game, they did beat a team that ended their season last October, and a team that came in here winners of 12 of their last 13. So it matters. The Red Sox prevail 6-3.